Buenas noches, bienvenidos a F2. Mi llamo Darius. Estamos competiendo con la panda de retardos mentales más grande del mundo. Arriba. Welcome to F2. Good evening. We are racing with the biggest bunch of retards going. I just know Martin Lobb understood everything I said there. I know word for word he understood me. He was in his element, Mr. Lobb. Anyway, as we said, good evening, buenas noches. Welcome to the Mystery Grand Prix Round 8. Would you believe we are 2/3 of the way through this season? Even with that big dirty break in the middle. But yes, we are back in action, and this is where we are. So, full grid this evening with a few unusual names here. Somehow, fucking, what's his name has survived. Where is he? Where is he? I can't see him. Where is Andre? He's on the screen. Andre Fashchenko is on the screen. I'm looking down the bottom to see where he is, and he's just right here on my screen. Anyway, in España, in the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. I sound very Spanish today. I'm rewatching Narcos at the moment. Zov, can you invite me back in? Oh, Carl, why are you ruining my fun? Why is Luis Saligiero on the Inters? I have to find you now. Finding people is difficult because like the bloody EA thing never really works. I can't even see it. I can't see him. Maybe I've missed him, but I can't see him. No, I can't see him. Carl, can you ask David? My friends list is a bit screwed. But yes, I am rewatching Narcos at the moment, so I'm like picking up all this Spanish. You know, I'm like Plate, Ponmo, Cabrone, Isilio, Pablo, Emilio Escobar Gaviria as the Wolf Aaron Stone, immediately seated by race winner Rob Knebel. And Sam Kent, the cunt, immediately goes P1, a second faster than the other twats who've set a time. Nobody is safe tonight. Everybody is going to get abused. The only person not going to get abused is Daniel Blackwolf Verstappen Skujlek, as we had a great race in F3. So let's run through. I'm going to roast you all now. So we got ay, caramba, cagué que pase, mi amor. Andre Fashchenko, what are you doing? Hello, Remco. Andre, you tell me you want to race and you're a second and a half slower, eh? ¿Cómo está, eh? Hermano, despacito, lo siento, eh, mañana. Okay, anyway, Andre Fashchenko, another potential sandbagger who's just going to complain that he's too slow. A bit like Noise, a bit like the other twit, Ricardo, wherever he is, somewhere. I'll get to him in a second, though, in this long roast of F2, because I'm bored during qualifying. I don't want to look at you just go round and round a track without racing each other. I swear on wheel, you can swear my nuts, okay? Anyway, Andre, sandbagger, but a good lad. Carl Whiteside's back. Lovely stuff. He's not a bad lad, though. He does the standings in line for that admin role. He's in the hunt for it. There is potential talks of him becoming an admin. I keep just dangling this carrot out in front of Andre. I'm really sorry, mate. You will be an admin. Sam Kent, who just roasts everybody and takes Ladry and Dramoli out. You know, fucking don't get in Sam's wrong side or he will make you feel bad about yourself. Sam Kent famously bullied someone into therapy in Euro. I'm not going to name who it was because they told me in confidence, but yes, Kent the cunt lives up to his name. Johnny Racer with probably the coolest name in all of Euro has shown pace in glimpses. Mr. Jonathan Yates seems like a nice lad as well. We're not going to roast him too much, apart from that he cannot finish a race win. You know, he can't finish his dinner, but like that could definitely change going forward. Barry Kruger, probably the fastest man in F2, just never fucking delivers either. He's another dickhead who can't finish his dinner. Guys, if you're watching this, please, this is all in jest. It is all from a place of love, okay? So if anybody watches this getting really upset, I'm sorry. I love you all, okay? But yeah, Barry, you can't finish your dinner. Yeesh is just an idiot. Like, this guy broke his hand or wrist because of David Ann jerking him off too hard in Silverstone. Okay? This guy needs professional help as he comes into the pits. Is the glitch still there where you go into the wall? No, it's not. But yeah, Yeast, dipstick. Edzak, he's just prone to mad bouts of terrorism, you know? Edgar Phillips has been in ERO longer than I have, and he still manages to not. He should have won 2 titles in ERO. And again, another dipstick can't finish his. Look, Barry Kruger again, fastest man alive, fucking crashing into the bloody walls. I've had enough. Maritab Ali, what is there to say about Maritab? He's a walking meme. He cries, he complains. He's in a pink car. You know? Again, another person ruthlessly bullied by Sam Kent, but he's also someone who comes and kind of brings it upon himself. We could equivalate him to being a Pakistani Bronson. You know, Martin with his dodgy internet, and he also thinks the world is out to get him with brake testing and cheating allegations and this and that. And he also bottled another bottler. F2's the bottled here. He bottled the title against Yeast even after I set it up for him to win this bloody title. He was 10 points clear going into the last race, and all he had to do was finish the race, and he shit the bed. Right, Regan Megan McKinnon. This guy is like 10 different ways to say his first name. That's enough. Okay? Again, can't win a race to save his life. Rob Knable, you won a race last week. You're free from roasting. Aaron the Dildo Wolf Stone. Another very angry young man, full of venom in his heart and toxicity out of his mouth. Another angry part of that David Ann, Carl Whiteside, Mark Anderson clique, which we'll elaborate a little bit more on in just a moment. You know, they all love to like fucking put fingers in each other's bums every Tuesday night playing this game. Guys, let's get the strategy right. You know, make sure we beat Regan. Let's make sure we beat Maritab. Oh, that'd be funny to see Maritab crash out. Speaking of the David Ann clique, David Ann is just sitting in the garage as usual, manipulating everybody. Ennis, drink bleach. Different, you know, you're just manipulating everybody in the background. I'm just going off, Ennis. I've just had enough of these dipsticks. You know, he's the one messaging people, you know, and he's playing his little Tyrion Lannister games, trying to get Mark to stir shit, and then he's trying to get Aaron to stir shit, and then he's trying to get someone random like Daryl to stir shit. If Daryl ever actually stops, you know, like looking after his kids and being a good dad, you know. But this is it. Like, David's the mastermind. He's the politico. El politico narcotica. Cabron. Mark Anderson, well, that's David's boyfriend, you know, but like, he's a good lad. Mark is a nice guy. If he crashes into Andre, get the hell out of F2. If he crashes into David, or if he crashes into Maritab tonight, I'll go forget it. Carl Whiteside, another one of this clique. This clique is massive, man. It's like bloody Mean Girls or something. What is this? You're all in F2 just sucking each other off. Anyway, Carl, not a bad lad. He's a Nordie. He's from Northern Ireland, which is the one positive thing I can say about him. Apart from that, he is a David Ann stan. Luis Saliguero, nice guy. We'll leave it at that. Keza, I think you and Sam are in a relationship. I'm not entirely sure. That's TBD. That's TBC. But that is the crack there. Like, I don't think you've actually had an argument with anybody yet in ERO, which is a miracle to say in F2. In the second Friday night tier, you know, as Andre gets disqualified, he's seen the writing on the wall, and he's like, no, that's it. Remco, leave Zhao alone, okay? My guy's gonna go back to back in F3. And Andre's like, no, I'm slow. Look, I get disqualified. David, see, look, David Ann messaging in the chat trying to manipulate again about bloody Carl. No, Carl's a nice guy. He just gets seduced by you, David, as a Ferrari ghosts into an Alpine. Yeah, anyway, Kieran, I don't know. As the dildo now also retiring, he's had enough for today. I've hurt his feelings. He's going to run away. Bjorn, I mean, he's a full-time driver that's just never on time, right? He's not a bad guy. He reminds you of Randy Orton. He hears voices in his head, and they are calling him. Ennis, to be honest, you killing Liam's dogs is still the funniest thing of all time. Andre is like already giving the... You know, Andre, you're like Noise, okay? You're like Alex Sapotka. You know, as wait a second, hold on a second. We haven't got to Ricardo. I'll get back to him in a second. But Bjorn, never on time and just appears when he wants. He is the spot of F2. Alex Theodore, a racist, a terrorist, a nutjob, a psychopath. He's probably killed someone. He's probably done jail time, Alex Theodore. Let's be honest about it. As we see Maritab's pink V-carb mowing the grass in Spain for some sad reason. But yeah, Alex is probably, like, you know, we should start a poll in the chat. Can some of the admins start a poll in the chat? Has Alex Theodore done jail time? Because I think the answers would surprise you. Where is his little boyfriend, Tanesi? In a relationship with Tanesi, 100%. Fat Ronaldo left the server, didn't tell anybody why he was leaving the server, and was just like, I'm back, can I race? And reluctantly we said yes. Why is he called Fat Ronaldo? Because his boyfriend is called Ronaldinho. And that Fat Ronaldo is just the moniker given to him. Anyway, back to this one. Now, this fella, oh boy. Speak of the devil. Goes provisional poll with a 112.5. This brother said to me, I'm too slow for F1. The guys in F2 are bullying me. I can't race. I'm going to get back to David Ann actually in a second as well. So I can't race in F1. They're all too quick. They're all too quick. Yada, 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 yada. That's what I was told. He's won or gotten the podium of nearly every single race this season. I'm too quick. Oh, they're too quick for me. Maritab is faster than me. Yeast is faster than me. Brother, you're going to win this champion by a landslide just because you moaned your way into F2. Now, anyway, back to David Ann. David Ann tried to sabotage himself into F3. This guy was like, I am too slow for F2. It's not fair. It's not fair. I want to race in F3. Mark should come with me too. What does he proceed to do that very same night? He proceeds to win the motherfucking race. Can someone please tell me what goes on in this man's head? He won last week in Austria in the sprint, and he tells me he is too slow for F2. Every time he wins from now until the end of time, until ERO ceases to exist in 2075. That screenshot of David Ann winning a race after bitching about being too slow will be immortalized. Daryl, I agree with you. We should promote David to F1. But then, see, look, he's already typing he's too slow. Brother, you've won 2 races this season. Shut up and sit down, okay? Anybody else want me to roast anybody else in the chat? Wrongson reappeared in F1 in F3 tonight. He just randomly joined and started doing commentary. Then he got disconnected. No, it does count because Oscar Piastri got a sprint win and everyone counts that as his first ever win, okay? Yes, but Wrongson reappeared tonight. I don't understand the logistics behind it. I think Bastian actually mentioned. No, I'm not roasting Mark. He's a nice guy. If he's taking out Maritab tonight, it's fine. If he's taking out somebody, I want to see some action. I want to see some safety cars. You know? I want to see some safety cars. Who is this? Why is this Keza fella slowing down? Oh, he's going on the line as well. That's naughty. That is inconsiderate. Mark wants you to roast him. What, can Mark not tell me himself? Or has he got your dick in his mouth or something? Like, what's going on? You know? Does he need you to talk for him? Are you his lawyer? Oh, Mark's gonna fucking give it to me later on. Oh, I suppose, going back to Mark and David, these guys just cried a lot the last 2 seasons. And, you know, they sandbagged their way to 2 titles. Instructors and the drivers, and you know, and all they did was, we're not fast enough for F2, we're too slow, we should be in F3. And then they proceeded to play bloody DRS games with each other. Yeah, see, safety car is always reduced, Louis. That's normal. Thank you though for letting us know. What you mean I didn't cry? I just won the whole thing. You shouldn't have been in F5 that season, brother. You should not have been there. As a few dark clouds are coming over to Barcelona, as we see an Alpine reversing on the gravel or something. I don't know what they're doing. Is that Keza? Good lad, Keza. You can just reset the track in this instance. No one's going to throw the book at you. You know? Watch the brake marker boards. There'll be penalties if you touch those. I'm gonna do my lap now. You're still gonna be in P9 anyway. What are you talking about? There's 2 minutes left in qualifying, okay? This is the best qualifying I've commented on all year. You know? As Kent the Cunt goes on provisional pole. With a 112.281, Ricardo's theory of him not being fast enough is possibly on. It's possibly got some merit now. You know, it hasn't really. Let's be honest. But you know, let's just keep on target, shall we? Meanwhile, what's actually happening here? With a minute to go, is anyone actually on a lap? I haven't paid attention to anybody on the track. Go on, Andre. What is something funny? This better be a good roast to somebody or something. Because if you say to me, "Oh, I'm actually on wheel or I'm actually on controller," I'm gonna say, Maritab Ali now going on pole. Oh, Ricardo's playing the smart game. He's staying in the pits because he's like, "Oh, I want to show them that I'm slow. I qualified P3." Regan McKinnon, Megan McKinnon, do something, man. Do something for once, okay? Let's watch Regan McKinnon. Regan. Who is Keza? Keza is Keza, man. He's in P18. As Yeast is retired because he's bumbleclat slow in P8. Okay, Regan McKinnon. DRS wide open. He's used a lot of battery before the start-finish line. That's a good way to get more out of your lap. On the run down to turn 1. Down the hill we go. Into third gear. Into fourth gear. Whatever it is. Turn 2. Tricky left-hander. Now the long swooping right-hander. This is turn 3. And Vegan McKinnon is using a lot of battery here. Now into turn 4, I think it is. This long swooping right-hander. And now where Max Verstappen and George Russell decided to get all argy-bargy. And this cost Verstappen the title. Do not look at it any other way. I don't care what Martin Lobb says. This cost Max the title. Anyway, back up the hill. Going towards the track where the second DRS zone is, onto the left is the MotoGP chicane. As Johnny Racer's had enough here. Sam Kent has had enough. He's set the fastest time. But it is all in Regan McKinnon's hand. As Fat Ronaldo goes provisionally P2. Oh my god. Ronaldo connection is strong. Round the final corners. No chicane anymore here, thank god. Keeps the car nice and steady here using that last bit of battery. And what is it going to be for Vegan McKinnon? It's going to be good enough for P4. It's going to be a V-carb second row. Ricardo Shiverin ends up P5. Rob Knable, fresh off his win, will go P6. It's Carl Whiteside left across the line. He stays in P9, not improving. Anyone left? Someone improved. I think it was Luis Saligero. Andrei Feshchenko with the qualifying of a lifetime. Bravo in P20. Mashallah, Habibi. You know? Kent Championship, it ain't happening. Anyway, just to run through it quickly. Wow. 300ths of a second. Kent the Cunt in P1. Fat Ronaldo in P2, Maritab Icon Plain Ali in P3, Vegan McKinnon in P4, the F1 driver in P5, last week's winner in P6, Johnny Racer P7, Mark Anderson, Carl Whiteside, Yeast rounded out the top 10, Ed Zak has bottled another chance to be in the top 10, Barry, David, Daniel, Luis, Aaron, Keza, Bjorn, Rapist, and Andre round out the rest of the grid. As Ivan Palov has entered at the right time. Can it rain? Can something interesting happen in this race? Because all you little pussies use full traction control as well. Your cars just sound like tractors, rah, 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 or chainsaws even. Rah, 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 rah. I think I've had too much sugar or something. Anyway, we're going to get underway here as all these numpties just define their strategies. Am I going to go medium hard? Am I going to go hard medium? Am I going to go medium medium soft? What am I going to do? Remco's thoroughly enjoying this tonight. I hope you've all had a nice week, by the way, as well. It's been a busy week for me at work. Everybody's got toothache now. The weather is cold outside and Christmas is past, and you've all left way too much sugar. So, you know, just put the bloody chocolate down. It's not that hard, lads. Just put it down. You know. Oh, who are we waiting for? Who's got the slowest internet? We're waiting for Maritab or something like that. Rich millionaire. Brother, I have to beg people for donations on this to keep the server alive. If you do want to donate to ERO to keep the server alive, I would be greatly appreciated as well. Just pay. I paid my tax bill this month. It's more than I believe what some people earn in a year. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. We are waiting for a few more, and then we will get started eventually. Anyway, here we go. A few red lights are going to come up. They're going to go out in just a second. Round 8. Off we go. Who gets the best start? It looks like Sam has got a lot of wheel spin there, but he's gotten away clean even though he's ghosted. Here comes Maritab Ali on Vegan McKinnon and Fat Ronaldo. He's up to P2, but in comes Fat Ronaldo out of nowhere. Someone's gone off the track further back the field. Bjorn is down in P20. Andre have 5 positions already. Mark Anderson and Ricardo battling as a kick goes very wide there. Johnny Racer. Yeast up to P8. David Ann being a usual sandbagging piece of shit. As someone spun, it's David Allen, there's carbon fiber everywhere. Yellow flags galore. Will we see a VSC from that? As someone's mowing the brake marker boards. Is that Johnny Racer? No, it's Ed Zach. He's had enough already. He's lost the head. Latvian rage incoming here. What is going on in this? This is wild here. David Allen in P11, sandbagging his way into P11 as usual. Ricardo down to P7. Mark has sandbagged his way up to P6. Andre and Carl Whiteside's dropping like a stone. Oh, he's taking the MotoGP line. Oh God, that's not very smart, is it? Top 4. Mostly unchanged. Well, the top 3 are unchanged. Rob Knable's up 2. Mark's up 3. Vegan McKinnon is down 2. Ricardo down 2. Aaron Stone is up 8 positions. How long will that last? Yeast into the pits. 10 seconds for him. Is he going to retire? Is Yeast going to join me in the comms book? I'm having too much fun roasting people. He has to get involved. What the hell is this? What is this? Oratix oral probiotics started following you. What the? Alright. Okay, whatever. Anyway, moving back on to more intermittent problems. Aaron's still up 8 positions. That's great. Andre up 8 as well. Johnny Racer down 9 after that unfortunate incident in turn 3. Yeast and Carl in the pits. They're going to be hoping for a safety car. As David Ann's on the softs, man. What is this guy doing? Bozo behavior. And he can't even get past a dildo, man. Come on, get past him. Come on, David. Prove to me you're fast. He's slowing up now on purpose. Bit of a DRS train already forming here. Hey, speak of David, he's going to try and make the move now. He's getting some airtime now. He's got to show up and show out. But he's not got this move finished yet because Aaron Stone's got the inside line here. These two still going at it tooth and nail. Aaron has to cede the position though. Matea's with the fastest lap of the race with a 1:15.8. That will surely drop as the race develops. Daniel overtaking Keza because Keza's gone into the pits. Further up the field, Keza's got a 10-second time penalty as well for speeding in pit lane 2. Well, Fat Ronaldo into P1. Interesting. And how is Sam Kent going to respond to this? Sam is prone to moments of red mist. You know, he gets angry and then he starts taking people out and everything like this. But we keep him around because he's entertainment, you know. He's not like, what's his name, Max Jr. Brzezinski, who decided to kill everybody just for the sake of it. And his little boyfriend, Callum Ogden. Kez is into the pits. He's going to stick on the hard tires. Maritab cruising by himself in P3. He will be complaining that he has got nobody around him. Well, this is what happens when you're mean to people. Rob Knable also a bit away, but he's got Mark Anderson to hold his hand. And he's got Vegan McKinnon to hold his hand. Ricardo Silver not having the best of race starts just yet. He's in P7. But I'm sure the narrative is that he is too quick. Or he's too slow for F1. And this plays all into that. Gaslighting us all. Aaron Stone in P8 at the moment as Barry Kruger overtakes David Ann. He's going to the pits. Why are you starting on softs, mate? Like, what's the logic? Oh, David's retired! He's gone! Ah! off the race. David, I love you. Oh, I got floor damage. Oh, shy. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't bully him too hard. He just rage quits the server. No, that's a shame you got floor damage. That is a shame. Come join me in the commentary group. We are insulting everybody. As Fat Ronaldo, who just abandoned the server, you know, about a year ago, and then just sneakily crawled his way back, you know. He's hunting down Sam Kent. These two just swapping positions with the Ada DRS and keeping out of Maritab Ali's pesky grasp. Maritab, we have to talk about this colour choice though. Why are you in a big dirty pink car, man? Oh yeah, you're host, aren't you, David? Yeah, you're not going to nuke the lobby. Good lad. Rob Knable needs to get a move on if he wants to get DRS off the Shark. But we'll see what happens there. Mark hunting down Rob as Barry Kruger, the fastest man in F2. This is not a scam. 1:15.8 already. He's going to be quick. He's going to be a hard man to catch. Just be consistent, Barry. Just keep it on the bloody track. Don't spin. Don't do anything stupid. You're going to win this race. I'm telling you, Barry Kruger is the fastest man in F2. Wow, David. I've just been roasted by David Allen. We're into lap 5 of 33. Three laps. Vegan McKinnon on the hard tyres is struggling here a little bit as the medium runners are just that little bit faster at this moment in time. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 as well. Oh, it's Fat Ronaldo's made a donut of it, you fucking biscuit. You were in P2, man. You were challenging for like a podium. Alex Theodore is the first to get a time penalty for track limits. Now, Vegan and Ricardo side by side. Oh, that was a bit elbowy by Vegan McKinnon. But he keeps the position for now. Has to stay within DRS, otherwise he's going to be in big, big trouble. Around the final corner here. And you can see Ricardo shivering. Yeah, the new... I actually really like the new V-Carb and the new Red Bull liveries. They are quite clean. As Ricardo's not going to be close enough to make a move here. And just has to stay in the pocket. Be careful of the dirty air in this game, as it is very, very strong. Yellow flag in Sector 3 now for some reason. Well, what's happened here? Is Yeast just stopped in the pits? Oh, so who's that? Bjorn, you're not leaving till next season. Why are you doing donuts and burnouts now? I'm telling you, if Bjorn turned on all the assists, he would be the fastest man in F5. Keza into the pits. He also gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, Kieran's had enough. Kieran, I love you. Don't leave the server. A lot of bullying tonight in this steer. You're all getting it. It's all a love language, you know. What's my love language? Bullying people, taking the piss out of them. Right, Maritab Ali 2 seconds away from Sam Kent. As Sam will be talking, if Sam loses this race, he'll say that guy is doing faster than esports times, or he's doing esports one stops, or doing this and that. How is that guy F material? Well, the thing is with Bjorn, he refuses to drive an F3 because of the voices. That's the lowdown. Daniel into the pits now to get rid of those soft compound tyres. That brings Alex up to P12. As Rob Knable has got a cohort of drivers behind him. He's got Mark, he's got Vegan, he's got Ricardo, he's got the Dildo. And that Keza. What do you mean you can say something? Don't be afraid, David. You say what you want. You know, this is a family show. Oh, as Aaron almost goes into the back of Ricardo. What do you want me to do? Like, he's part of the family, Remco, you know? Bjorn is literally one of the most loyal people to ERO. He's raced every week, never misses a race, always turns up. You know? I think personally he should be an F3. But you just, you know, my love language is bullying. Is that why you're single? Well played, well played. I'm not going to come after you because I am your friend, and friends don't attack other friends. See, this is what I'm saying, man. You're like the Regina George of ERO, constantly tearing us other kings down. You know, we should be propping us up, man. But yes, it's why I'm single. Moving on. Listen, if I was in like a committed relationship, would I have time for this? Oh, well, I was in a relationship for this 2 years. Kez has left the session. He's had enough of this shit for today. Moving back up the field, Maritab Ali has gained absolutely no time on Kent. As someone's gone off the track. Oh! Sam's gone miles off the track. What are you doing, mate? He's mowing the lawn. He's mowing the grass. Kent implosion. Crash out. Oh my god. As Maritab Ali has gone P1 now. And the pink Pakistani, as Bjorn is gone, that's going to bring out the safety car. As the pink Pakistani is in P1. And what timing is that for all the medium runners to get rid of these tyres, stick on a set of hards till the end of the race, and call it a day. Bjorn has had enough. Bjorn, we love you. And it's just as simple as that. David, you're a much better father than I am. Let's see who gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Well, it's definitely not going to be Maritab. Rob, oh! What? Andre gets a drive-through. Well, that's not very intelligent. Barry Kruger stays out. The only man in the field to stay out. As Andre gets another drive-through. Maybe you should be an F2. What are you doing? Well, Daryl Adams sent me the funniest thing in the world. This is great. Daryl, you got full. Do what you want with that. That's hilarious. Is this the meme tier? Yes, it is. This is the meme tier. Honestly, you know, when Callum Ogden and Max Jr. Brzezinski were in this tier with Wrongson, yeah? Like, that's all it's missing for this tier to be back fully. Do you know, we'll just get rid of, I don't know, we'll get rid of Alex. He's too busy like molesting kids anyway. You know, we get rid of him and we get rid of, I don't know, someone else like Maritab. Yeah, get rid of Maritab. No, Maritab's actually part of the lore now here too, isn't he? I don't know. Anyway, we'll get rid of somebody. And if you bring those 3 numpties back, you're going to have intentional crashes. You're going to have safety cars every week. You're going to have a wall of reports for whoever the steward is in F2. I think it's Giuseppe. No, it's not Giuseppe. He does F1. I think it's Sucho. It's whoever it is. And it's just the greatest thing to watch, you know? As Andre's just lost it. He's lost the head. Another crash out. Barry Kruger staying out on old medium tyres while the rest of the field is on fresh hards. This will be interesting to see. Daryl, what have you done? Daryl has cooked, man. Daryl has cooked you. And he's put it in golden quotes. Nothing better than when David Ann is crashing out. That is pure gold for me. Matthew, you're banned from racing. The server has been so quiet. You know, nobody has everyone's been killing each other in this tier. You can commentate as much as you want. You have my full blessing to do so, but you are not racing the rest of this season. Okay? P1 has Ferrari. Well, to be honest, Ferrari cooked today in F3. As Yeast goes on to the to the soft, he's had enough. Ferrari cooked today in F3. We got a 2-3. As Charlie Roberts was just too fast for the audience of the rest of the tier. But that's okay. You know, fair play to Charlie, had a good race. As we're under safety car, and I feel like I actually haven't watched much of this race. I feel like I've just insulted people instead. And it's been a much better watch, let's be honest about it. Mark has asked if you still want him to take a... Yeah, please do. Yeah, please, take Maritab out. Where are you, Mark? Come on, I'm watching you. Come on, vroom vroom. Come on. Mark, if you're listening to the stream, can you just turn your battery on if you're listening to the stream? Turn your battery on. What's he doing? What's he doing? Bombo Clout, what are you doing? I don't know. Did you leave? What is he? What is he doing? Who is he racing? Why? Now I have to find Andre. This is gonna be a task in itself. Oh, Matthew Heaney. Remember what happened to him, guys? He was fun. He was very fun, and then he just disappeared. Probably because you all bullied him out of the server again. Did he turn his battery? How do you know, Remco? Wait, turn it on again. Mark, all I'm saying is, Maritab is only 2 positions ahead of you. Just like, give him a little nudge. Give him a kiss. Give him a little love tap, you know? Just stroke his hair. Something. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Oh. Oh, he has turned his battery on. Good lad, Mark. Good lad. We like Mark. Mark's one of the lads, he is. He's one of the lads. I think I need to find the photo of Daryl compared to Stephen Hawking. Well, he's your brother, so that means surely you bear some resemblance to Stephen Hawking too as well. You know? Anyway, as we're just waiting for Yeast to catch up with the pack, he's on a fresh set of mediums after pitting about 4 times. Macaulay Beard, as the safety card is in his lap, you better hurry up. Macaulay Beard, the defending champion in this tier, who's had an amazing title defense. You know, after just David Ann jerked him off a bit too hard. Or he jerked it. No, what should I say? He jerked David Ann off a bit too hard. Hard to say. Anyway, Barry's going to cause chaos here with these dodgy tires. And he's not in some stupid pink livery. That's a nice livery. No, but I know it's the Red Bull, but like, it's still, that's a nice livery. Instead of this pink Powerpuff Girl behind him. Anyway, when will Barry go? Will he catch Maritab sleeping? He's gone already, and he hasn't really caught anything, but well, 7/10 from a restart's not too bad. I feel like I just had a Boris Johnson moment there. We're back away into racing, and we're about 1/3 of the way through this fantastic F2 race, round 8 Mystery Grand Prix in the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. Carl Whiteside and Luis Salguero getting involved in a little bit of a tussle. I think I might put Carl back into F3 just to piss David off. Alex Theodore is molesting Johnny Racer, but Johnny not giving this one up just yet as they go into turn 4. Johnny sees the position now. Everyone playing nicely for the moment. This is a great camera angle here. No dives unnecessarily by anybody. As Vegan McKinnon and Edzak battling away here. This could end in tears. Edzak not giving a whole lot of space, but all the move is done. Vegan down to P9. I've decided your new name is Vegan McKinnon. Barry Kruger still leading the way, and as Maritab's dropped Rob, and Barry's almost dropped. Barry has dropped Maritab. Interesting. He has burned a little bit more battery. But, yeah, interesting. As DRS is now enabled, we'll see that in just a couple of corners' time. Matthew, just to be honest with you, I'm not too bothered what your new hobby is, but I hope it's something therapeutic for you. Okay? Like pottery or something, that'd be good for you. You know, because you can't blame anybody else if the phase breaks or whatever. Anyway, Barry not really dropping Maritab here as David is messaging me. What snakes and ladders stuff is he messaging me? Oh, he sent me the picture. Jesus Christ, he actually does look a bit like Stephen Hawking in this picture. Oh my god. Darren looks like such a road man with his little cat and mango monster as well. Oh. It's just the cat and monster that makes it for me. What a lad. Darren, we love you. You're a good lad. Keep it up. Right. Just saw, dude. Just saw. Very good. Moving on anyway, lap 13 of 33, and not a lot is happening now. Maritab's going to get past Barry momentarily. Barry, why are you still like... Oh! Well, I don't know what Barry was doing, but this is what I'm saying, man. He's so fast. But then he does stuff like this. and gives this Petunia the bloody race lead. Maritab Ali in P1. Rob Knable, though. Rob Knable's really quick now. It's nice, you know. The laggy, crashy racer has become decent. Or he's gaining a bit of form, should we say, you know. Daryl has no keys. Oh, open to him. David has no keys. What? I don't understand, Ivan. Ivan, come and hop in the commentary booth with me. He is on hold meds. Anyway, what was I going to say? Rob Knable, yeah. This was like, you know, this is a little renaissance for him. You know, he used to be semi-quick back in the old PC days. You know, but then he just became shite, and now he's getting a bit better now, and like he's not losing the head anymore, and he's not getting angry. Because when I first met Rob, he was an angry character. As Kent and Ricardo are going side by side in Sector 3, and that is won by the cunt. You know, and then he's kind of mellowed out. You know, as you get older, you mellow out a bit. As Daryl now and David having a war of words in memes and golden quotes and everything else. But pop over to that part of the channel of the server and you'll see some quality pictures. As Ricardo, our champion-elect, is in P5 at the moment, and Sam Kent is holding him up. Mark Anderson quietly sitting in P3. Nobody talking about it. Oh, okay. Banana Leclerc, Ivan. I'm sorry. It's been a long week for me. I'm a bit hungry actually as well. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so when Rob first came to the server, he was a very angry man, and now he's mellowed out a little bit more. But he threw a proper temper tantrum about 2 years ago at me, because like I think he intentionally crashed out in Spa one of the seasons. We banned him for the rest of the season. And you know, I don't think. Like, I think a lot of drivers in ERO have been given second and third chances. Order some Chinese, mate. I'm being good. I've got weddings coming up, right, in the second half of the first half of the year, right? So Q2 of the year, right? I've got loads of weddings. I've got loads of bloody stags, and like, you know, I gotta get rid of the belly, man. You did crash out intentionally. You should have been banned for the year, right? Anyway, lap 16, half race distance is approaching. And I gotta get rid of this tub, you know, because I got all these weddings, I got photos. Matthew Heaney's joined the session. Who invited Matthew Heaney? That is definitely a David Ann move. 100%. The brother was bored and he's decided to invite him in. But get married yourself. Yeah, I have to find the right one, mate. You know, can't be getting married to myself. Do you think I have a chance in the F1 title? Obviously, Andre. As the VSC's been deployed, God only knows why. Barry Kruger's finally into the pits to take advantage of the cheap pit stop. Jeddah was an accident, my ass, man. You and Vries were bloody glubbing in the bloody group chat. Glub, crash for me. Glub, okay? Because, David, there's nobody else. No, don't lie. You're the lobby host. You're the tier coordinator. You're the man in charge of F2. You, if anyone was a suspect for inviting Matthew Heaney, it's you, Mr. Minister of Chaos, okay? Well, with that attitude, Andre, of course it's going to be over. With that mentality, yes, it is going to be over. But no, you got to be positive about these things, man. You got to want to win. Do you not understand what that means? You got to have a winner's mentality. I'm just a bitch ass. Oh, I'm 44 points behind. We're back racing. DRS enabled. You know, you can beat them. You can beat Charlie. You can beat Camel. You can beat. Well, James King is gone. He's retired. You know? You can do it. I believe in you. You invite everyone. As Ivan and Andre... Oh! That was a bit cheeky by Mark. That was a bit cheeky. He just slammed the door on Sam, and here comes the Kent anger. Here comes the Kent rage. The Kent mist is incoming now. No, it's not happening. Anyway, Vegan McKinnon and the Dildo have lost position. Well, the Dildo's losing a load of positions here. He's dropping like a stone. Johnny Racer into P9. Coolest name in the Aero. Aaron Stone. I remember when Aaron Stone once got a podium. That was a wild time. Anyway, Johnny now also getting past Mateus for P8 on the track. But then if Nail's not really... Yeah, then there you go. There you go. Don't be minding. Don't be moaning, okay? Maritab Ali 1.3 seconds clear of Rob Knable, yeah. Mark Anderson, half a second away, still with DRS, man. This is good, Rob. Oh, this is good, Mark. Sorry. You know, Sam Kent as well. The whole field has got DRS down to P10. Alex Theater chilling, listening to bloody Britney Spears or something in P11. Daniel in P12 as Vegan McKinnon gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to derail his chances for a podium. My missus occupied the PS. So I got. Well, Ivan, you know what to do. Buy a second PlayStation, man. And here comes Daniel on the rapist. I shouldn't be saying it. As Alex is not giving this up either. Alex is just like sticking his nose where it shouldn't be. Well, is your attendance bad? I'll go and have a look. I will get you some drivers tomorrow, though. I don't even think I'm actually doing too much tomorrow. It's like the first weekend in ages that I'm going to be quiet, which is nice to get some R&R. Okay, alright, well, we'll have to change some of that. Ivan and myself will discuss that later on. Anyway, as Andre's left the session again, you bloody melon. Where is Zuchal? Zuchal would put you alright. I can't find you. You're gone. You're gone. You should be there. You're gone. It's the party evening where I got a blocked nose from talking so much. It happens every single Friday. Anyway, Maritab still leading the way with 30% battery. Rob Knable, though, has a bit in the tank. What can he do as Mark is nearly dropping out of DRS? He's got to be careful. I would like to see Mark win a race, just to stick it to David. You know, Vegan McKinnon and Ricardo. Oh, as Ricardo goes off the track. Oh, and there's contact! My neighbours are going to hate me this evening. My neighbours are actually going to hate me. I really apologise to all of them. Right, as Ricardo all the way down to P12. This is actually bad news for him in the title fight. If Maritab wins this race, Rob Knable is within DRS though. Okay, oh well, hold on, our Lord and Saviour is coming back now. Barry Kruger's gone. Does that bring out the safety car? No, it does not. What do you mean it won't affect you? Why are you in competition with Mark? Yeah, to be honest, Rob, just take him out. It would be very funny. Take him out, you get a penalty. You do laps. And then Mark gets the win. That would be quality watching. And here he comes though. Some random car is just out against Barry Kruger's Red Bull. He's not close enough yet, but he is gaining and he's just got to stay with him now for a few sectors. I will make him an admin. Rob Knable, if you take him out, you become admin right now. Just add him into the admin group chat. What the hell am I doing here? Lap 20 of 33. We are almost 2/3 of the way through this race. It's flying through this evening. Why is Ricardo P15? Because he was spun into turn 3. To be honest, Ivan, I'm not running off a lot of sleep this week. It's been a busy week at work, and I'm just it's a bit stressed and all that shit. You know. But anyway, so Mark and Rob are both closing in on Maritab. Sam is near enough, but he's just going to pick up the pieces. Where was this offer for me? For you to become admin. You're too sneaky, man. David, you're up to too much. You're up to too much skullduggery, you know? You're always up to too much. We can't make it now. We have to trust the admin team. As someone's diving into this. Oh, Ricardo's gone! We'll have to get him back in. And something else has happened. Mark's gone into the pits. Well, why have you done that, you donut? Johnny Racer also into the pits. So, alternate strategies here on offer. As we get Ricardo back in. ASAP. He's down to P15. This is a disaster for Ricardo. Disaster for him. However, it does suit his narrative. Anyway, Rob hasn't been able to make the move just yet. Interesting to see, though, that Mark has dived into the pits. Obviously, he thinks he can't get past these guys. So, now the question is, how far away is he, first of all? He is 23.4 seconds away. Someone remember that number. I'm going to put it in the chat for you all to remember. That is the delta between Mr. Anderson and Maritab Ali. We'll see where that is after a lap or two. Does Maritab respond and come into the pits? Does Rob respond? Does Sam respond? Oh, they've all kind of dropped out of DRS of each other now. Do they just stay the course and just do the one stop? Is the one stop faster than the two stop? Lots to talk about. Yes, Remco, we're talking about the undercut here. But the question is, are they going to come in again? That is the big question, because these hards can do another 11 laps. You do have to look after them. You think so? Interesting. Well, we'll find out. Vigan McKinnon currently in P4 as Edzak and Mateus battling it out into turn 1. Edzak says thank you very much, and he moves up to P5. But interesting to see Johnny and Mark being the first to react. Andre, what do you know, man? You DNF'd. As Ricardo's back in. I would gamble on, to be honest. Alex Theodore with another 3-second time penalty. Maritab Ali. What are we going to do with you and your pink Mercedes? How do you have 460 hours in this game? I haven't played any game for 460 hours. That's a lot of hours, Andre. You must really like F1. Anyway, Edzak now into the pits. He's the next driver to react to the ongoing changing of strategy. Sounds like a big waste of time. Well, listen. Look, Andre obviously likes racing, you know. And he doesn't want to play a good racing game, so he decides to play this. Yeah, but you and Mark have a combined 100 hours of what? Being each other's assholes. I don't buy it, David. I don't buy it. Were you mid-tier F3 and F124? Interesting. As Carl Whiteside with the fastest lap of the race so far, with a 1:15.5. Yeah, I think I've got less than 100. I can check it afterwards. Anyway, race beginning to settle down now, as the front runners, though, not really reacting to those behind. So gap was 23.407. It is now 22.4. So not much of a difference. Now that will go down as time goes on. Well, I'm happy to see you've improved. I really am. As Daniel into the pits now. Carl, or Mark, really loves racing games. He likes it. He likes going around in circles. Yes, I agree, Remco. I think maybe this undercut was just done a tiny bit too early, potentially. You know, but we will see. As Yeast is giving out about some potential illegal overtake. This is what happens when you're shy. Ricardo's taking the fastest lap of the race. He's on the warpath to catch back up. So it is coming down. He has cut about 2 seconds nearly off the time. But those hards not dropped off the edge of a cliff. Now see, this is the thing now. This is the interesting part here. So these guys cannot stop now. They cannot stop. They have to go to the end. Because it doesn't make sense just to pit for a set of mediums now. Saying that, Vigan McKinnon will prove me wrong. Alex Theodore also into the pits. But the top 5 are going to stay out. Where is Regan going to come out in reaction to everybody? Well, he's going to lose to Mark. Fair enough. Is he going to lose to the 2 Sabres? It looks like it. So Johnny Racer also going to provide an undercut. I feel like I need to roast everybody next week again. It was the most interesting thing that happened tonight. So Mark now back up to P6. He's got a bit of a gap, but once he catches to the back of Aaron, then it's game on. As Carl with a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Well, that's not very smart, is it? Edzak being towed on nicely along by his teammate here. Seven laps to go. As Maritab has dominated this whole race since the early skirmishes. Comfortably. Doing the business, as they would say in Bombay. Bro, Lewis is P17 on Inters. P17? Oh wait, I'm reading the chat from a while ago, sorry. Yes, Andre, I agree too. They need to go faster because I want to go get some food. I'm hungry. Ricardo with a 3-second time penalty, though this hasn't really been the race with him getting disconnected and everything else in between. Maritab 3 seconds clear now, and Sam Kent and Rob Knable are fighting. Well, something's obviously happened there. Has Rob lost a bit of his wing? He has not. And to be honest, I don't want to hear Jeest is gone. He's left. He's had enough. Told you you're getting that Chinese. No, Remco. I'm gonna get something healthy, man. I've got these weddings coming up. I can't be fat, okay? Andre, this is what happens when you crash out, man. So if Maritab does win this evening, it's not because of him being the fastest. It's because everybody else just exploded. That's just it. Rob's got onto the softs for some reason. Interesting strategy. And he's dropping like a stone. So his hards must have been absolutely dead. Most penalties in a league race. Well, that just leads to disqualification. I think it's like 35 seconds you can get. Right, Aaron Stone now in P4, interestingly. He's on for a podium. But at this point for these gentlemen, it's about tyre management. It's about tyre preservation and conservation. You know? Anyway, what is going to happen here? We have a few laps to go. Again, like, I'd like to see Sam win this, but if Maritab wins it, it's through nobody's... it's through everybody's fault but his own. You know? Is there a podium puncture? Potentially. That is the only thing that could derail this for Maritab. But he is starting to lift and coast. You can see it here. He's not even using any battery. He's been quite cautious. As I said, he's gone full throttle. As Rob says, is AI pit. Oh, he's disconnected. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, that's shite. Rob, you're not online for me. You're not online for me, Rob. Oh, this is a disaster. David, invite him, will you? My friend's list is just disappearing for some reason. I don't understand that. That is very, very frustrating. Yeah, Rob, I can't invite you, mate. It's not, for some reason, my friends has been a bit bugged this evening. Can someone please invite Rob Knable back into the game? Oh, he's not online, that's why. Well, anyway, so I think this is going to be it. Unless Mateus makes a mistake and the stone will get on to the podium, this is how it's going to shape out by the looks of it. While Mark had the right idea and he is gaining, I just don't think it's going to be enough. He's gained 7 seconds so far. Wow, 100% tire wear is the puncture window. Oh, well, thank you for that, Andre. As Carl Whiteside has retired from the session, the latest driver. We've lost 7 tonight. Quite a few of you. You know. Anyway, we have plenty going on. As poor Rob Canable is having a nightmare. Entering into lap 30, as Maritab's still leading the way by just under 3 seconds. If someone can get him a penalty or something, I don't know, make it interesting, will you? I agree, David. I agree. I've roasted you enough this evening. I'm not going to bully you anymore. I think you've had enough of abuse from me for what even. Oh, enough abuse. You're not a bad lad, to be fair. You know, you just make some rash decisions by manipulating people from time to time. Anyway, this is a bit of a procession at this point, as the leaders have all kind of just settled into lift and coast. Can you jump ship? No. And Mark is gaining, but he's just not gaining enough. This is the issue. You know, so fresh hards obviously weren't all that much better than old hards. Vegan McKinnon is gaining though, but he's got a 3-second time penalty, which is probably going to throw him all the way back to P8 after what was an impressive start for him. If you're just joining in, if you want to actually watch the highlights of this race, just go on to the qualifying session, where I just literally abused everybody for a good 18 minutes. That was good. That was good. I want a title fight. I want excitement, you know. But this is not it. Nothing can beat last season's last 3 races. They were incredible. Some quality moments there with Yeast and Maritab and Elliot Parker and Baku, and then in Vegas as well. Who can forget Vegas? And then the final race, which was even more chaotic. You know, just absolute madness that happened in those last 2 races. Two divisions went down to the last race and were separated by less than 3 points, which is amazing when you think about it. We haven't had that in years. Certainly haven't had that in F1 in years anyway. Okay, anyway, moving on. We are, well, Sam has brought the lead down by a little bit here. Aaron's not gaining at all. Mateus is, well, just kind of trotting along too. As we enter into the penultimate lap of this race. As Mr. Ali comfortably sitting on here. A puncture would be absolutely hilarious at this point, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Everyone's saying Mark is closing quick. Is he? Well, I don't know. Let's look at it. Not really. He's gained like what, 11 seconds from his pit stop. So I applaud the change in strategy, but yeah. I don't know what position he was in before, but I think he was in P4. But he is definitely gaining on Aaron. Aaron's tires are obviously cooked. They've fallen off that clip. And yeah, he is gaining in every single corner now, isn't he? Is there enough in the tank there? I don't think he's going to be able to get P4. Is he using automatic gears? I can't imagine he is. He's definitely using some form of traction control, because that was horrible. Well, 3.3 seconds is the gap as we enter into the final lap of this race. I just don't think there's enough in the tank here for Mark. Jesus Christ. The traction control is horrendous. I can't talk because I use it myself. That's because I don't play this game at all. Johnny Racers had a solid race. He'll finish P6. But all eyes are on this man, who is saying to Ricardo Chilveren, I am not to be trifled with. He will cross the line eventually in P1. Sam Kent will have an impressive P2. And maybe the championship fight is well and thoroughly back on. We'll have to see the points. It is going to the east this evening. It is going to Pakistan. Maritab Ali wins the Mystery Grand Prix. Sam Kent will come in second. Mateus will come in P3. Aaron Stone will hold on. Just about. He lost 2 seconds that last lap. Mark Anderson will finish P5. Johnny Racer P6. Vegan McKinnon in P7. Ed Zach in P8. Alex Theodore will finish eventually in P10, 11, 10, 11. Luis Saliguero will finish P11. Actually, Alex will finish P12. And that is all she wrote. After this, why is Maritab an S2? Well, that's as I said, Maritab didn't win this race. Y'all all lost it from your stupidity. He was the only one not to do something stupid this whole race. Anyway, Maritab, Sam, Mateus, that's your podium. Let's get the race director. F1 is live tomorrow evening, where it'll be another mystery track. And God knows where we end up there. Mark is an all-Mac. Amazing. Not that many incidents either. Anyway, if we don't see you, have a lovely rest of your weekend. And good night.